Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to knit a hat using a loom. Today, we're going to be using the E-wrap stitch. This set comes with 4 different loom sizes and a hook. I'll link a similar one in the description. The loom I'm using today is the red one. It has 31 pegs and fits ages 0 to about a year. The yarn I'm using today is number 4 worsted weight yarn. I picked up these colors at a thrift store. I thought they would make the cutest hat for my little boy. I'm going to start off by tying a slip knot. Going to go ahead and slip it on to the first peg. Once I have my knot tightened, I'm going to start wrapping my pegs. For this hat, we are going to be E-wrapping our yarn. Starting at the first peg, I'm going to start wrapping clockwise. I'm going to continue wrapping all the way around my loom. Once I've made it to the last peg, I'm going to push all my yarn down. I'm then going to wrap my yarn around all the pegs one more time. Next, I'm going to take my hook and take the bottom loop and place it over the top of the peg. I started with the last peg to keep my yarn from unraveling. Now that the first row is done, I'm going to continue on to the second row. For the second row and all other rows, you are just going to complete the same process until you have reached about 4 inches in length. Now that my work is about 4 inches, I'm going to start on the brim. Starting with the first peg, I'm going to follow the stitches down to find my first loop. You'll know it's the first loop because of the slip knot. I'm going to continue putting all the loops back onto the pegs. I'm going to tuck my tail thread into the brim of the hat. To close up the brim, I'm going to take the bottom loop and bring it over the top of the peg. I'm going to continue this all the way around. I'm going to be using a different color for the body of the hat. I went ahead and attached my slip knot to the anchor peg instead of the first peg this time. I'm going to continue using the E-wrap stitch to complete this hat. You're going to continue knitting until your hat reaches about 7 inches. Now that my hat is about 7 inches long, I'm going to take my hat off the loom. I'm going to leave a good amount of thread so I have enough to weave in. I did this by measuring 1.5 times around the loom. I'm going to take my tapestry needle through all the loops on my pegs. I found it easiest to take my needle through a few loops, then take them off with my hook. Now that all the loops are off the loom, I'm going to go ahead and tighten up the top of the hat. Once I have everything tightened, I'm going to drop my needle through the top of the hat. I'm going to flip the hat inside out so I can weave in my ends. I'm going to take the other tail threads and push them through to the back of the hat. I'm going to tie them in a square knot, then weave in the ends. This hat did turn out quite holey and stretchy. Next time I would either double my yarn or use a chunkier yarn, but I love how the colors look together. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments if you have ever tried loom knitting or want to learn more. See you next time.